I just got off of a virtual call with a program to mentor kids in the Phoenix area. And when I tell you, the whole time I was like, damn, because the program is working with at risk youth, and it's a very holistic approach to this program. And I essentially went into it just like, oh, okay, like this is gonna be an interview. They're gonna ask me about myself, but oh boy, did they ask me about myself. They were asking about my childhood, how I grew up, how my parents were, have I ever had to deal with the things that these students are dealing with, which is things like substance abuse, incarceration of the family, neglect, all kinds of things. And I'm telling her all of these things, and I'm like, damn, that happened to me. Damn. Oh. And I'm just like resonating with all these things, and I'm like, damn, I really was at risk youth too, guys. And it's just crazy. Like, one of the things that I didn't have to talk about, but I did talk about, is I was in a very abusive relationship when I was younger. And I was like, they were asking if I had experience with somebody with like severe mental health issues and stuff. And I said, yeah, like my ex-boyfriend, I'm pretty positive has dissociative identity disorder. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially multiple personality disorder. And I'm telling her like all of this stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, damn. And I'm like getting a little spooked, because I'm like, I've been through a lot. Like, I'm working on a book for sure, 100%. I do actually, in fact, have a book that I am writing, but I'm like, wow, my life. My life, it's crazy town. I mean, it could definitely have been worse. Like, I'm not saying that. However, the things that I've been through is kind of wild. And it's wild to say to a stranger. But at the end of the call, she did say that I'm the exact candidate that they're looking for. She really appreciates my passion. So we are moving forward with the process. So that's exciting. I'm glad that this trauma was for something, and that I can help, a young person. I know what it's like to not be completely directionless, but to struggle with mental health, and to have been brought up in such a chaotic environment, and like what that can do to a young person, and how impactful it can be to be like a strong adult figure in their life. So, yeah.